my review for Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Deluxe Class Lockdown. Lockdown, as you can see, is a more realistic update to his animated counterpart. I say realistic more in terms of geometry than actual realism. Obviously, you're not going to see a car like this rolling down the road most days unless you happen to live in a neighborhood where people really like to trick out their cars. But anyway, so he's more geometrically realistic because he's got sleeker sides and a much less bulky front. And it's a really nice car. It rolls pretty well. It's got some really nice detailing. It's got some bars right here, and it's got some little caps right here. It's got spikes all throughout it, which are actually really pointy. I'm surprised that they managed to pass safety standards. He's also got some pipes right here and right here. He's got painted taillights, which is nice. And what's even more awesome is that he's got molded in headlights right here. They did not have to do that, but they did. They took the extra time to add the detail. They could have just left it a solid black or even a white piece, but they decided to put red translucent clear plastic, and beneath that put molded on headlights, which is awesome. And his engine is vaguely shaped to look like the EMP generator that was on the front of his car after he stole it from Ratchet in the animated cartoon, which is pretty cool. Nothing much to talk about in the car mode other than it is fairly nice and it does roll pretty well. To transform him, you want to take his engine off. Then you want to flip in these wheels. Like so. Then you want to take the sides and bring them off to the side. Like so. Then you want to take the front section of the car and bend it down a little. Split it, and then take the very front of the car and pull on it, and then flip it up, and those will form his feet in robot mode. Just pull it down like that. Then you want to go down here and flip this back. First you want to take this rear piece, and then you want to flip that up, and then flip his waist down. Then you want to flip the wheels back in. And there you have his lower body transformed. Now you can leave him in this stance with his legs completely straight. I usually do the chicken stance to make him look a little more movie-fied. But either way, it looks really good. It's really just up to you how you pose it. But anyway, and you want to come up here. And for this arm, this typically gets untabbed during transformation. But if not, untab it. Then you want to lift these pieces up for later. Then you want to take this piece, spin it around so it's this piece is facing upward, and then flip it down like that so it has some shoulder armor. Then you want to flip out his hand like so. And for this arm, you want to flip this piece around. Now it does tend to get caught on this piece, which is a bit sad, but anyway, you want to flip that around. Then you want to flip this hook down. And then you want to take this piece, which actually is a working piston, and you want to push it up, and the piston goes into that little slot right there, which is really cool. Then you want to lift this up, and then you want to rotate this piece around. If I can get it. Oh, I'm sorry, it's supposed to go the other way. Yeah, so you want to get it like that, and there you have his right arm transformed. And then you want to take what was the hood of the car, you want to lift it up, and then bring it over his head, and then tab it in. And there you have Lockdown in robot mode. As you can see, he's very big. For a size comparison, here he is next to the animated Lockdown. Oh yeah, then you want to take the blaster and peg it onto his arm. And this little key-shaped hole right on his arm. But anyway, you can see he is slightly shorter than the animated Lockdown, but you can actually extend his legs, and he's actually even taller. You can also push his head all the way up, and he is a good, about, I'd say, 2 centimeters, probably, taller than Lockdown. So he's a very tall deluxe figure, much like his animated counterpart. For posability, He's got ball-jointed arms right here at the shoulders. He's got ball-jointed elbows. The hand goes in, but that's mostly due to transformation. And it is made of soft rubber, so you probably don't want to move it too much lest it break off. He's got his head is amazingly posable. You can rotate it at the neck. It's got a ball joint at the lower part of the neck, and it's got a ball joint up at the upper part of the neck, which the face is connected to, which is really, really cool. So you can have him in all sorts of ways. You can have him like this, so you can have him like really hunched over if you want, and you can have it just completely straight, as I just showed. But anyway, his legs go in and out. They rotate back and forth a little bit, though they are kind of hindered by this butt piece right here. He rotates at the upper part of the leg and reveals a nice little Mech-Alive gimmick. His legs bend forward right there, and they bend back right there. They swing side to side, and they also bend up at the feet, which is nice. So he's a very posable figure. Pluses, he's a really good-looking homage to the animated counterpart, just movie-fied. Minuses, I really, really hate this hook. They made it extremely soft rubber, and I don't know why. It just really, really bugs me. I really don't like that. I would have liked to seen it maybe the consistency of rubber that's on his wheels, which is actually kind of hard. But instead they decided to make it softer. It's actually even softer than the treads on Rampage, which, until I got this guy, were the softest pieces of rubber on a figure I ever had, but it's even softer than that, which really bothers me. I don't know why it bothers me, but it just does. But other than that, he's an almost flawless figure. I definitely recommend you buy him. Transformers, Revenge of the Fallen, Deluxe Class, Lockdown.